Okay, my overlays are a little funky, but the internet took me out. Completely out of the game. Okay. Damn. Okay. And my internet took me like all the way out. I was just not destined to try and finish that quest without the proper gear, I suppose. I said no. But damn, that sure does suck. I would not want things to run so unreliable, I guess. So I suppose if that happens again, we'll just have to pick back up. Or we'll make up for it on Saturday. Because it would be annoying if that happened every, like... We weren't even 30 minutes into the stream, hardly. Damn. And at least it actually let me log in that time. The last time I got all the way back into the client, it said I wasn't properly logged out. I had to shut it again. It was really confusing because my internet on my computer went out on everything. But my Google Home was still connected. I asked her and she was working fine, so our internet didn't actually go out. It was just, I don't know. I'm not even sure if it's still raining. No, it's only partly cloudy. It's a little sunny. It was just unfortunate, I guess. But like I said, if it happens again, we will just make up for it on Saturday. But yeah, I guess that was the game telling me to not attempt that quest again without level 70 gear. But yeah, I am back now, and I definitely should not try to attempt that again. I guess before we do that, we should just pick up a few story quests. I imagine that's the smartest thing to do. Because we're completely on a fine level for those. We're just not for the... I didn't even think about that huge jump between when I got to 70, between 69 and 70. Big brain for that one. Tiny brain. I was like, man, this quest seems oddly difficult. Yeah, if it happens again, we'll just hop on out until Saturday, I suppose. I feel like we'll be fine. I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't even the internet for... Like, my internet did not go out. It just, I don't know. Google was working fine. Normally she's the first thing to go. Say, hey. Well, I'm not gonna say, hey, Google. But say that and she's like, oh, I can't connect to the internet right now. She, like, cuts you off mid-sentence. Very rude of her. I hope she's listening. Anyway. We'll go ahead and put our glamour plate back on, I suppose. And just stick to the story quests until we get some appropriate gear. Yeah, my glamour plates are still no. I really never had. I used to have a lot of internet issues, but I never had issues I've had since I switched over. I'm not sure if it's just my computer slowly giving up and dying on me. Since I built her when I was maybe, I don't know, 16, 17. It was my junior year of high school. I think she's on a bit of her last leg, honestly. We're just gonna stick to the tried and true for now. Alright, we will just try again, I guess. Not with the 70 dance request, because clearly that is not advised with, you know, the gear for the story where I am right now. It's been nice to be over leveled a little bit. Not much, just a bit. But does not mean that I can just jump in and do my 70 job quest. I probably would have thought of that if I had got on the game earlier, but I have been just so sucked into playing Nier that I didn't even get on the game until right before I started streaming. I suppose we'll pick up our MSQ. And leave that job quest for another time. Oh, and look here. Now we'll get our 68 weapons at least. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula Imperators. It is time we spoke with General Alden. There he is. Well, not him, but Nier has been a blast, though. I'm so excited to actually be playing it all the way through. I'm now officially further than I have been any of the other times I've tried to start it on different consoles. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. Oh, Naga was wiping her tears. We've suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Abania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces and had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again? Mayhap due to a malfunction? I don't know. I don't know how cannons work. Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage. Or heretofore unknown's resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. That is very true. That's a little risky, I think. I know how you feel, Nago. I do. But I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Ralger's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance. And then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions. But even then, I knew deep down that it was an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who struggled with the same worries, and we traveled and fought together, and I saw him grow and become the leader of his people needed him to be. Just staring at her. Now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that, but don't worry, Nago. I'll come back, I promise. Whatever you say, Lise. I guess you know what you're doing. While I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Euconix, will you go with her? Would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. That's true. Then it is settled. We will await your return. How's the story going? Good. We are back. We had some internet issues. I actually don't know what happened. We have rain going on here pretty heavy, but it seems to have died down, and my internet didn't go out for the whole house. It just, everything shut me out on the computer. Connection to the server was lost. I had to log back into the client. We actually tried to do our level 70 job quest without me thinking about the fact that the gear I have is geared for the story, so I died like 3 times before we figured that out. And now we are just getting back to the quest that we left off on before last time. Yeah. I was like, I'm perfectly geared for the story. I'm not sure why this is happening, but I was just so eager to do my 70 job quest. But we will get there when we have more appropriate gear. Sorry to drag you into this, Muconix. It may not be the best decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. Actually, the last time that I died, it was because one of the NPCs in the job quest died in the battle. I thought it was my fault, but yeah, it was my fault anyways because I was not properly geared for the quest. didn't even think about it. I was just so excited that I hit 70. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the cast room. Nunkrep's Hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. Please, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? We're gonna climb? I doubt we're gonna do actual climbing. I almost need to give jobs a heal for those solo instances just to heal it. Literally. I've had so many. I used to be so frustrated by them, especially when I was really new to the game. Especially the ones where like your sole job was to not let them die, and it just... I've had it happen so many times. It's been a while, but... Yeah, that is definitely a very good idea. You should, pass it on to Yoshi P. Maybe. I'm sure he'll understand. Oh, this is the ship. Okay, cool. I'm glad we get to do something with it. Yeah, a heal for those instances would be a wonderful idea. Truly. Yeah, everything just froze when I was in that, job quest. And then I realized nobody was attacking, and I realized my damage wasn't doing anything, and I was like, my internet's about to go out. Remember trying to help an IRL friend do story stuff on their Black Mage? It was rough, yeah. I haven't leveled Black Mage really, but I had some pretty tough times with Bard, I think. Or maybe it was just the main story back then, because I started out playing the beginning of the story with Bard until I got Dancer unlocked. But yeah, it was my fault the first time I died. It was the NPC's fault the second time, and then it was the internet's fault the third time. So, it was tough. Sorry to keep you waiting. You've met the golems. Looks like the old stories are true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Well, she didn't have to kill them. Of course she's glad. Right then, to climb. Time to climb. Ooh, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is. Nunkrep's Hope. I don't know how to say that. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral era. Comforting to think that there have always been people who cared that much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those who would need. You did things for people when you didn't have to, sometimes even when they didn't want you to. That is definitely true. There were a lot of people that did not want my help for some reason. It can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. Wind. I'll never be a leader like Conrad. Or Ian. Or my father. I'm a very swift or subtle eyebrow change. Back. Oh, yeah, hi. Internet took me out the last time, and it took quite a while for it to get started back up. Like, backed out of the client. It said, like, connection to the server lost. But my Google Home is still connected, so it was more so just an internet with my computer issue, just long enough for it to kick everything out and kick me off stream. Unfortunately, but welcome back. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, right? And I was like, I know there's rain, but you know, it doesn't matter. I'm sure I'm not gonna have any internet issues. Made you a weapon? Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I am not very rich in gil, so I would just go get this stuff myself if I could. Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad. Or maybe both of us. Yeah, I like to think that the internet going out was the game saying, please stop attempting this with your, like, shitty low-level gear. Like, please just get something else. Or just don't try this for a while. It was the game pitying me, I think. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke coming from Castor Mabania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. Damn. Can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. It's like a single-use cannon. I kinda doubt that with the, like, next-level machinery that they have there. This is our chance, Muconics, to avenge Conrad and the others who died in the tower, friend or foe. Take Castor and Mabania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. Justice. I am justice. I don't really know how they say that in the English one. I'm not about to embarrass myself with the Japanese line, so it won't be easy after the losses we took. But I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others, come on. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Ooh, I'm gonna take that bow for my bard in the future. That's why I have a retainer full of gear for classes that I have not leveled all the way up yet. I guess it's all of them besides Dancer. I'm pretty sure my bard still sits at 60 since I unlocked Dancer and then just abandoned it entirely. There's no time to lose, Muconics. General Alden needs to know what we saw. Alright, we'll go tell him. You are returned. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Neunkrup's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castor Mabania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castor Mabania at once. It could still be a trick. But if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if this is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could have simply kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may not be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target. We will at least know if the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of such a day as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants through Girabanya, including Radiata. Radiata is my home, who hold menial positions at Castrum Abanya and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land and our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I'd be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alize and Muconix, I'm sure. Just down to go anywhere anybody tells me to. Well then, if you're all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We'll make ready to march on Castrum Abanya. Go, and may Ralgar watch over and keep you. Standing behind you when you come out of that cutscene. Hello! Thank you so much. I feel bad taking that with nothing. Do you not want anything? I have, I don't know. Got some dye. But either way, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh man, those are sick. Thank you so much. Those are really cool. Are you sure you don't want anything? I don't have... I'm sure you probably have all the dye you need, but thank you very much. Item level is 100 higher than your old one. Thank you very much. That's a big difference. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. They look so cool. I love the, like, blue. Those are awesome. Man. Very fancy. Very nice craftsmanship. Definitely gonna kick some ass now, that's for sure. That's very kind. I feel terrible taking that with nothing in return, but I really appreciate it. If there's anything I can get you. Like I said, I mostly just have a bunch of dye hoarded and not a lot of money, but just let me know. I really appreciate it. Thank you. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess, my decision to volunteer was not wholly motived by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Castrum Babania is the largest Imperial facility in the peaks you see, but the likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. That's fine, I don't really mind. I'm just gonna go wherever they tell me to go anyways. Man, that's so cool. I need to quit hoarding all of the weapons for classes I haven't even started to level though. Mouse over it, it even has my name on the bottom. I didn't know that, that's really cool. Thank you very much. Forget what I said about hoarding gear, we're definitely gonna get that. And it's such a waste right now because like my astrology is like 38 maybe. It's the only healer that I have leveled really. Or actually even ran a dungeon with. I'm terrified of it. Anyways, so to review, we are to travel to Radiata. I really don't know how you say that. It sounds like doesn't Radiata kind of sound like a car brand? Manufacturer. Where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Terrapin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Mechanics and Elise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Abania. Perhaps as a result of this, the resistance has long struggled to make inroads here. You have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Terrapin's agents got one of them to turn in his coat. I understand your disdain, I do. But I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadin. I feel awful. I know that's like a main race, but I never knew how to pronounce it. Will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, I'll be ready for anything. Even after you level everything up, you're still going to hoard gear. Glamour Dresser is always full. 400 spaces is too low. And only 15 glamour plates. Yeah, luckily I don't have a ton of... Well, I would have a bunch of stuff in my Glamour Dresser, but for right now, it's stuff that I can't even equip, so I had a retainer that was full of nothing but gear, and a lot of it was actually really low level, too. I just wasn't getting rid of anything. But, I went through that. My inventory was full, like up to 2 spaces. That was because of leveling, like, all my crafters at once and just bouncing between everything. So crafting definitely didn't help with that. But it's a little more under control, I'd say. I only just cleaned out my dresser a week ago, and I freed up all of 14 spaces. Wow, I guess I'm very privileged to know that the glamour dresser, I didn't even know the amount of slots it had yet. So, I can't imagine. I probably have more than like 50 things in there at this point. But a lot of it, like I said, is just hoarded up in retainers for whatever reason. I have a retainer right now that is full of just crafting supplies, and the other is a bunch of gear that I can't use. But it used to be gear that I can't use yet and will never use again. Because it was like really low, just old stuff. Some stuff that I even had multiples of. 2 retainers with gear too, yeah. There's never enough space, I guess. And there used to be less glamour plates, wasn't there? I think so. Maybe they'll add more at some point. I feel like they kind of have to as the amount of things in the game increases, though. Okay, where are we going? I got distracted talking about space and glamour. Have fun lurking, and thank you so much again for the weapons. I'm gonna kick some ass now in here. Thank you. I think it was like 10 when they first implemented it. Yeah. Sounds about right. Fingers crossed, maybe for 20 sometime soon. That'd be awesome. How are we doing on ether currents here? I want to fly so bad. Where are we? Ooh. Yeah, we are not flying anytime soon. That's alright, we'll just pretend we can fly. How did we get there? I kinda wanna test out these new weapons. Just for a second. Where's my chocobo? There she is. Dracarys. I feel like putting close position on my chocobo just makes us feel like more of a team. Let's test them out. Badass, real cool. Okay. Try to fight me. You, my little bird, I'll fuck you up. Better watch out. Don't you hate when a lightning sprite gets in your fight? This wasn't any of your business. It was none of your business. Alright, hang on. Give me just a moment, I'll kick your ass. Good news, Simba appears to be napping for this stream. He's napping on one of his squishmallows, so hopefully he shouldn't be sitting in the screen this time and covering up my buttons. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris. No cat ambush, yeah. He always seems to do it at the worst times. I think he jumped up at the end of that trial, if I remember correctly. You wish to enter the Specula Imperatoris? I guess so. This looks eerily empty. Not really digging it. Aha. Anyways, I guess we'll get our technical steps soon enough. I'll probably want to get some better armor as well before I go into that again. It was so embarrassing, and I really thought I'd feel a lot better after realizing that I wasn't accounting for the huge gap between 69 and 70, because I was just so embarrassed. I thought I was like, how am I so bad at this? It's literally a job quest. But oh, they are so pretty. Oop. Something happened while I was gone from here. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lise. Come. Radiata is not that further. Radiata? I don't remember what I said anymore. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. If we get close enough to do it, what are our quests right now? 68. I imagine we still have a ways to get towards the end of the story, but on the off chance that we get close enough that we are like... I might want to stream... I might want to add an extra stream on Saturday. Because I'm just kind of really feeling it. Maybe streaming a little later, going outside of my normal hours? Maybe. Still including my normal hours. Just for the sake of consistency. But it's been a really long time since I just stayed up like late to play this game. I'm not sure, no promises on that yet, but kind of seems to be what I'm leaning towards. I just really, oh my goodness, what is that, a fucking dinosaur? Hello? That's so cool, I don't want to kill him. He looks majestic. Please don't see me get on. Actually, his teeth are a little scary. Maybe we just won't attack him unless provoked. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. That's what people say before they see all the Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castor Mabania anymore. I think they fixed the cannon already. Both of these sentences point to bad things happening. Hee hoarding gear. Hee. And those are some stabby stabbers. Alphino said we're looking for a Rogadin woman, right? Then we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her and I'll do the same. We didn't get like a name or anything? We'll just have to go up to everyone. Courage. Like what? Courage. Ooh. Looks like we're probably gonna have a dungeon tonight. That's pretty close to us. Yep. We're gonna go in there blind, I guess. I don't know, unless it's got like insane mechanics that I need to know about. I don't know. We'll find out, I suppose. Where are these bitches? These people love to hide. They said, oh, you have a quest to talk to me? Let me go hide behind this building. Under a tent. Look at that, hiding behind a wall. They don't make it easy. Courage. I'm sorry, what? Courage. Ain't seen you around here before. Takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. I wonder what happens if I say one of the wrong ones. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too if you like, because I'll not speak on it more. At least not here. Outside Radiata. Behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. We found her. I hope. What if she's out to get us too? Hey, was that who I think it was? I hope so. Well, that's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and Alize. We'll meet you there. I think it's been enough time since doing main story quests that I kind of forgot how often you get dungeons and trials and such, because I think it was We have a dungeon Monday and a trial Wednesday. And then we had a trial for that, I think, as well on the previous Friday. Maybe. Not followed, were you? Good. I think the dungeons are like every 2 levels, yeah. It's funny, I'd get just as nervous for trials, but they're over so much quicker. So it's kind of hilarious. It's all that, like, worrying and looking things up for, like, I don't know, I guess the time depends on the difficulty, but not all of you, is it? Let's get into it. Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Terrapin. Named Stark Woad. Woad? Woad. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris and the canon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The ceruleum pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. I think I know who he is, but they don't. They didn't get to watch that scene that I did. That build up for a big epic boss, I used to get nervous for them too. Yeah, I imagine when I'm a lot more comfortable with the game that they won't seem so scary. But I used to get so worried about making people mad, but I've come to realize that people mess up sometimes, and as a DPS it's really not that important for the most part, as long as I'm not messing up mechanics for everyone. Dying a ton. But they have to spend time healing me and not the tank. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Not if you knew who it was. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan group help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castra Babania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I pieced together a map of the interior over the years. I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be but few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. Oh my god, do you think Justinian's gonna show up in the dungeon? So badass. I want a reunion with everybody so much. Cool. I'm gonna quit hoarding things though, for now. Does this dungeon, is it crazy enough that I should look to a guide for some mechanics, or the last dungeon I did? It went okay without knowing, I think. I don't know. It depends on the dungeon, I guess. There's some that I've done before that I know would have been just fine without a guide, and there's some that I would have definitely had a hard time with without one. At least I would have made it harder for myself in the end. None of the 4-man dungeons need guides? Okay, cool. I used to watch them just to... I don't know, I just used to be over-prepared. I didn't want to mess anything up. But for the most part, I feel like if there's anything that needs doing, the people that already know how to do the dungeon kind of show you what to do. There's one boss that's got a semi-funky thing. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. You Connix, you and your ever-dependable allies will enter the castrum with my sister and I by way of the ventilation ducts leading to the hangars. From there, you will proceed into weapons research and unleash bloody mayhem. The healers will adjust, lol. Yeah. We even go in blind with raids. It's more fun watching everyone die from new mechanics and figuring it out. I think that's the best way to do it. Kind of being over-prepared for it kind of spoiled the fun of some of the dungeons for me. I mean, they were still fun, but it would have been a lot cooler to have been surprised by everything. At the same time, Alize and I will create a diversion elsewhere. In the ensuing confusion, Lisa and her unit will attempt to reach the fire control center undetected. If all goes to plan, our three parties will subsequently converge on this location, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Chocobo just looked at me like, what? You're doing what? Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. Alright, that settles it, I guess. We're gonna go into this whenever we get to the dungeon. You're gonna go into it blind, I guess. It's for funsies. I mean, there were a few mechanics in the... I don't remember what the last dungeon I did was now, but... Ooh. And it got a little chunky there for a second. There were a few in... I'll have to check the duty finder in a second. I don't remember what the last dungeon was. There were a few mechanics there that I didn't know, but I didn't even die from them, so it wasn't a huge deal. It was a little more fun, because I would like watch them enough. I know it makes sense to watch them more so as a tank. I know that's what they're made for. But, I mean, even going in as DPS, I was like, okay, this is what this attack does, so I need to get ready for it. And I was like watching to see which attack, like the name and everything, and I remember it from the video. Just too much. Get massive laughs in Discord out of mechanics that if you do something wrong, someone else dies. Well, that's how we'll do it then, I guess. I just know this giant, like, dinosaur camel guy is gonna get into this fight. It's not your business. I feel like he's gonna try and stomp me. Nope. I guess I should have expected him to use his, like, 10-foot tall neck. That's how we'll do it then, and I guess everybody can just laugh if I do things wrong. That's fine. No harm in that, I guess. Ooh. Hang on. Did I say that quest is level 69? We could be getting pretty close to the end, couldn't we? Not me, like, almost going the literal wrong way. What do you want? That's almost cute in a strange way. Try the opener I showed you for a dancer inside the dungeon on a boss and watch the numbers. Well, I didn't finish that. If you were talking about the, what did you say, standard step, devilment, technical step, I didn't finish the dancer quest to get technical step. Did I do that first? Would I be good in that with just the level 70 weapons, the rest of my gear? If I could do that first, it wouldn't be a problem. I would imagine. Or if the gear from, like, up to you. It would be kind of fun. Your damage to make it. Yeah, I've noticed it a little bit on the, just the little, like, trash mobs in general, so I imagine it'll be pretty cool in a dungeon. I would kind of like to pick up the technical step before I go. But I would probably have to. Where are the level 70 vendors for just like armor? I don't remember. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. We will at least get up until... I imagine we have the quest coming up where we unlock it in the duty finder, so we'll at least get to there before we decide. Oh, and I wanted to ask, regardless of if I pick up technical step before this dungeon, I noticed you did devilment after standard step in your opener, but I tend to do it before. And is that the wrong, that not an efficient way to do it, I guess? I don't really know. And is Shield Samba something that I should use all the time? I don't know. Hi Rauger, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Euconyx is the finest warrior I know. I should like to think we've learned something from our time in her company. Now, where's the entrance to the ducts? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed in Euconyx, we shall divide into 2 groups and proceed via separate routes into the castrum. Remember that our objective is to cause as much chaos as possible to draw the Imperials away from Lys and her men. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them their entrance. May Rauger guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Euconyx. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. As you delay standard step so you can pop it off again during devilment if the tank does a 15-second timer before the pull, that is. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen to me personally. Right, there we go. Should we pick up our 70 skill first? And that looks like it's gonna be sick. Yeah, Doma Castle. That's the last one we did. Hi, Probable Wallaby. I'm doing great. How are you doing? We are about to do a dungeon, and I'm trying to figure out if we should pick up our level 70 skill first. I think... I'm doing amazing. Congrats on 70. Thank you very much. We hit it right before the stream ended last night. I think I'm just going to queue for the dungeon and then get technical step afterwards. It would be really fun to have. But I feel like with the gear I have right now, I might fail. Unless we could just pick up some 70 gear from the vendors. Maybe we'll do that, because it would be really fun to try out technical step in this dungeon. Okay, I think we can get our level 70 gear in Kugane somewhere. So I think we're gonna do that real quick, because I think it'd be really cool to try out our new skill. And if dungeons are every 2 levels, I'm thinking maybe the last dungeon of Stormblood? I don't know. Game Goper. I'm sure she'll sort. Go for the skill. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm just gonna. Donara, I'm not sure how to say your username. Let me know if that's wrong. Actually crafted us some level 70 dancer weapons, so our weapons are much improved. We tried to do our 70 job quest with the really low gear that I had. I didn't even think about the big jump between levels. Like, you know, 68 to 69 isn't much of a difference, but when you get to 70, that's a huge difference because, you know, the expansions changed. Anyways, so the first time I died, the second time one of the NPCs died, so I failed the duty anyways. And then the third time the internet went out, so. And it wasn't until pretty late into that year was mentioned. And I was like, oh shit, I'm actually really leveled for the main story, but not for this 70 job quest at all. I was trying to figure out why it was so difficult. So we are gonna pick up some gear or some armor. I guess we were already all good to go on the weapons. And takes a second for things to load in properly on teleport. Computer, she's gonna need some upgrades. The poor baby. Got me almost forgetting. I saw Ruby Bazaar and for some reason I thought of like shopping. Move that. when I first started streaming, I actually I have the like Streamlabs remote pulled up on my phone. Now I have a second monitor, it's just easier to not have to click off of what I'm doing. And I had it close enough to my speaker that I'd have this buzzing sound come on, and people were like, where's my stream? Sorry, my time on Streamlabs froze, so I was worried it wasn't streaming. Is it still working? Yes, it is working. It is just not showing on my monitor. Yeah, I thought it was frozen. The timer on Streamlabs paused, and so I didn't want to be talking if nobody could hear me. Anyways, I was talking about I had the Streamlabs remote pulled up. Well, I guess you actually heard me. Anyways, it causes buzzing sound for a while, and people were asking like, what is that buzzing sound? I was like, oh, I have no idea. I guess my microphone could have a problem. I like switched microphone cords, and it was just because my phone was too close. Alright, we will craft some... We'll just sell some stuff that we have to make up for it later, so... Oh my god. Damn! That's so cool. I'm gonna go without the belt since they're getting rid of it. Actually, I may as well have it for now. It's fine. I guess we should get the jewelry too. Kind of like more than half Sargil, but it's important. It's an investment, so okay. I'm betting the devs are taking the belts from the game just so they can make Lulu's dress from Final Fantasy X. Maybe. Belts were something that really confused me when I first started playing because like, why is this the only thing that I can't see on my character? Damn, I'm not even gonna glam half of that stuff, honestly. That's bad. Yes. What are we missing? Oh, we didn't need to buy a necklace. We had a good one. Good one that's still recommending. Okay. We need some rings. 1.0, you can see the belts. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I imagine after they started making like really intricate outfits that they kind of would have gotten into the way with like clipping issues and such, maybe. So they said don't get rid of them, just hide them. We'll leave that other ring for now because we only have like 85,000 left. Wow, I gotta say I've wanted... Wow. That is so cool. Honestly, I'm not even gonna glam like most of that for now. What do these look like? Damn. Or, you know, maybe we'll... You know what, we'll figure it out at a later time. That's okay. That's so cool. I'm sure I'll want to get at least some aspects of my glamour back at some point. But for now, we're gonna go get our 70 job quest. My HP went up over 10k. Wow. Yeah, that is... Here we'll watch that change in action. No, we already said it, it's fine. Anyways, that was one of the reasons I definitely wanted to not just try and test my luck on my job quest again and just die. Because I knew they'd make a big difference. That's awesome. Of course, once I get to Shadowbringers, everything's else will go up with me, but still really cool. I forgot what I was doing. I was getting some dye out of my saddlebag. I'll do that later. I just thought this part would look really cool purple. What am I doing? I don't want to mess with any glam stuff right now. I just think this would look cool. Cool. Okay. We will leave that for now. I'm not going to make you watch me try and glam all of my shit. Alright. Alagana. We'll go there. Yay! We got some of our like base 70 gear. We'll get our good stuff later, but awesome. We've already got the weapon, which is awesome. They look super cool. And we'll zoom in on those in a second because I don't think we got to see them wallaby. Look at those. She kind of tucks them into her belt there. But here, I'll do this pose. Look at those bad boys. Super cool. The blue looks awesome. Wow. Yeah, I think we might be temporarily looking good. Thank you. I think we might be temporarily saying goodbye to the Spriggan hat, or at least our dancer glam for at least a bit, because this looks really cool. Okay. To our dancer quest, and we're totally gonna kick its ass this time. We're not gonna die again. Unless she manages to die on me again. Which hopefully she doesn't. I was worried like our internet was gonna go out, like power go out the whole thing, and I would just have to hold off the whole stream till Saturday. I still might do something extra because I'm just really feeling like a whole Final Fantasy night. I haven't had one of those in a really long time. He's super nice. Alright. We've got it this time. Make sure we keep that on her so she doesn't get us killed. This gear is super nice. Looks awesome. Super happy with it. Alright, which side is she taking? We'll take this side. Oh yeah, sorry, I mentioned in the beginning of the stream when I was starting to do my dancer quest, I was just gonna skip through I was gonna click through the dialogue so that we could get to the main story. Because the job quest stories are just, they're fine. But I figured, you know, we're here for the story, so I didn't want to spend all of my time reading the dialogue before we do this like dance thing. Honestly, I was so excited to start it that I kind of clicked through some of the beginning quests, so a little lost, so I figured it made more sense to just try to keep that thing away from me. Figured it made more sense to just hurry along with the story. Or hurry along so we can get back to the story. Oh shit. Got a stack. Sorry, Rona. Still hits us pretty hard, but not as bad as last time. Goodness, it's a big difference. Alright. And what's her name's gonna come in here? Help us out. You stand on your partner and do curing waltz, you and your partner get 2 times the effect. Awesome, thank you. That is very helpful. I'll do that in a second so she doesn't get herself killed. Does that just apply to curing waltz, or is that devilment as well? We'll go ahead and do that though. Just curing waltz. Okay, cool. I will take that information. Is that something I should keep up, or should I just use it when it's necessary? Or something that just like I should use for boss fights and keep it up then? Only when you need it. Okay. So it's just like a little extra friends heal when things get tough. Thank you. At least I've done the majority of this fight like 3 times, so it should go okay. Stack it up. That's where I'm supposed to go with her. Almost forgot that. Wow, that still hit pretty damn hard. I think I didn't understand how to do that one though. Still. That's the only part I'm a little iffy on. Oh, why is she standing in it? It confuses me to have like dungeon mechanics in with NPCs. I assume that's going to be normal for job quests going forward since they're introducing it. But man. He definitely does not know what don't stand in the fire means. Somebody tell her. Can we kick her? Just kidding. She's just learning, just like I am. This is where things... I think this is where maybe she got killed the last time. I think this is what killed me. Go, 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 go. And then come back together, right? Yeah. That was the part I missed. This is crazy for a job quest, but it's pretty cool. Almost got him though. Consider it done. We're all supposed to be dancing. I feel like I'm missing out. We got him. Makes me feel a lot better that the issue I had was with my gear. Because I really just was so embarrassed. I was like, how am I gonna fail this so many times? Alright, thank you. Now we've got that and we can use technical step in our dungeon. Which is exciting. And our gear looks so cool. Nice. Can't believe we're going into another dungeon blind. This is so unlike me. I realize my weird low poly toes are sticking out of my boots. We might have to clam those with our other boots. Maybe. We look like blatant opposites. It's cute though. You bet when I get that level 80 dancer gear, I'm going to make it as edgy as I can. Love the cutscene emotes. I just imagine the characters like clicking on emotes on their own game. I'm gonna bow back to them. It's a little rude. We don't know how to use our emotes, I guess. Now I have to go all the way to Limsa. Okay. To Limsa, and then we'll get our skill and be on with our dungeon. And try and get out of the main area as soon as possible, because I know that's certainly not going to help my internet any. No, it will not. Limsa's honestly still kind of a maze to me. Just trying to read the map, I guess. They're not here yet, but I guess— oh, here they are. I was gonna have to wait on them again. They really don't respect my time. You danced it. Yay. You danced it. Now the people can watch the dances. I like the NPCs, especially Rana in the dancer quests. I just really want to get back to the story. Nickel step. And a nice favorable chunk of XP. And I guess now we know what these Stormblood quest complete and quest accepted sounds like. Oh, look at us with our little job stone. New chapter of New Game Plus has been expanded. We got a step gauge. From your technical step will display 4 icons on the step gauge. Executing the corresponding actions in the correct order followed by technical finish increases the damage dealt by you and nearby party member. Okay, if that's gonna expand, I guess I should probably move it a little bit. A little better. Maybe up here. Make it a little bigger. Just a smidge. That won't do. Okay, that's it bothers me that what? Oh, hi. I got so confused for a second. It bothers me that these buttons are cut off by my stream layout. Okay, that's good enough. Sorry. That's totally unnecessary. Okay, now it looks a little less nice on my screen, but better on yours. Now, as nervous as I am, it is time to queue. So with technical step, I know the opener that was suggested to me is standard step, do that devilment in technical step. But during the other times where I would do standard step on cooldown, would I now use technical step or would I still use both of them? If that makes sense. Always do devilment right before technical, and then standard is on cooldown. Okay. And should I be using devilment on technical? Or on technical? Should I be using devilment on cooldown as well? So anytime that's up, I do that. And then do technical step. Did I understand that right? Find something to do, but our party's almost ready. Devilment and technical have the same cooldown time too. Okay. I will try to be doing that right. It helps that I've gotten pretty good at not forgetting things pretty recently with Dancer, so hopefully introducing this works okay. Oh, technical stuff is so much fancier. Whee! Wow, that's so cool. So fancy. You know, it's like a truck too. Awesome. Super cool. Looks like we were just waiting on a healer, so. Very cool. Oh, I guess I could have asked before I queued if anybody wanted to run it with me, but it looks like we should almost be there as long as we get a healer in here. Dancer's such a fun class. I don't mean it, but I do like it. Yeah, I was so excited to pick it up as soon as it was announced for Shadowbringers. And I saw the promotional stuff for it. I knew I had to play it when it came out. And once I unlocked it, I kind of just abandoned. Not that I had a bunch of other classes I was using. I was, as you can see, I just got Bard to 60. And then went straight to Dancer. And I've tried out some other ones. Rogue seems fun. I might do Ninja in the future. It seems a little confusing. Oh, my Astrologian is 39, actually. That is literally the only class I've went to a dungeon and healed on. Super nerve-wracking. I was doing Blue Mage for a while, just for fun. I was gonna do the, like, Arm Veil. Like, exploit for the last, like, Moogle Tombstone event. But I just ended up leveling my Blue Mage to 31 and then abandoning it and not getting any tombstones. So, but it was a fun experience, I guess. All of them, that's my advice. Yeah, that was actually my problem. I kept, you can see, oh, here we go. Kept picking up other things, and that left me quite behind in the, wow, that's such a cool glamour. Very cool. I'm so nervous for a new dungeon. But anyways, I will definitely try them all, 100%. Even get over my fear of tanking at some point. But I have to finish the story first, or at least get caught up. Depending on how long it takes, maybe I will play something else for Endwalker, but I really like Dancer. Here they go. Ah. I didn't have time to type a real sentence. Okay. Excuse me, please get closer. Okay. Oh no, I used that first. What a great start. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting everything. Was I supposed... do I do... I'm nervous. Was it standard step? Okay, it was definitely technical step. Devilment. Standard step. Okay, I will do it next time. I will get it right. Okay, standard devilment. Technical. Okay. I just panicked because they were running away before I could even do closed position, so. Standard devilment. Technical. Okay. I couldn't even type words out fast enough. I just said, first me too. Oh, well, I can't use devilment right now, but... I'm always really nervous the first few minutes of a dungeon, but I'll figure it out. I'm gonna wait till I have devilment to use. I panicked and used it at the wrong time. I need to get out of my head using it first, because that was what I was doing before, and that was not correct. It was really confusing because it was really hard to find rotation stuff online when I was trying to learn my class. That were anything before. Okay, now I can do it. Standard. Devilment. Technical. 3, 4, shit. Whee! I think I did it that time. Oh my goodness. No, I stood in something. It. Use correct pre-technical step. Man, did I do something wrong? I promise I won't have these nerves in dungeons forever. Did I do the dance wrong and I didn't notice? Oh, that is my bad. Oh, before you. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, I should know how to do it now, so we can test it out on this boss. Samurai. Okay. Standard. Devilment. Technical. Okay, was that correct? I almost did it in AoE again, but I think I did it okay that time. And standard on cooldown. And I was already okay at remembering to do standard on cooldown, so that part shouldn't be an issue. Ooh! 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 Alright, I normally am looking over at my microphone, like, settings to make sure that things aren't too noisy, but it's harder for me to look at a dungeon, so I will try to not just be super close to the microphone in case I yell out at something almost killing me. This guy's like a motorcycle and it's honestly pretty fucking cool. Ooh. Okay. Technical's about to be off cooldown, so I'm gonna save my standard for just a second. Alright, let's go for it. Standard. Devilment. Technical. 2, 3, 4. Hope he was in range of that because I do not know what the range is and I did not notice he was moving. Oh, standard's on cooldown. I feel like I'm honestly starting to understand it a little more. Just dancer as a whole, I guess. Hell yes. Get him. Yeah, it looked like you did 30k to him. Awesome. I've never really been much for paying attention to the numbers, unfortunately. That's something I'll try to do. Dungeon's pretty cool so far. I thought that boss was, it had mechanics that were cool enough, but weren't like super frustrating, if that makes sense. We should not have attacked him first. Oh, it's my bad. Sorry. I always feel like Dark Knight attacks are something that I shouldn't be near. I need to like turn those off or something. Okay, we've got everything here. Standard, element. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technical. Badass. There we go. I'm so concentrating, my eyes are like watering. I also supposed to have my glasses on, so that doesn't help. If there's a person that turning off like a bunch of the effects and stuff for on attacks are, or it's for me because I like run away from stuff. And it'll just be like I said, like a Dark Knight attack or something. I tend to try to squeeze standard into devilment after the opener. Oh, I get what you mean. Okay. So just maybe wait a few more seconds after standard so that devilment is still up when I do standard again after the opener. Is that what you're saying? Ooh, they're all coming at the same time, huh? Okay. Well, I just used my standard step, so that was really smart. It's okay. I'm sure we'll still need it in a second. Okay. Standard. Wait, like a few seconds. Devilment. Technical. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there wasn't a whole lot left to do, but it's still practice for me, so. And I think that, well, if I had had a reason to do standard again, I think it might have squeezed it into devilment there. Oh, but now those aren't ready for the boss. just mean I delay some standards sometimes. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. I'm just gonna have to keep using standard until those are ready again. If I'd have known we were right before a boss, I would have just saved it. But I guess that's just something. Ooh. Oh, we died. I didn't have time to see what happened. Well. I didn't have time to see what happened there. I don't even know what killed everybody. I think we were supposed to do something there. Towers mechanic. Oh. Is it one of those, you mean like where we stand near the pillars? Yeah. Oh my god, in all caps, that would have been something. Yeah, they said yes, but I would have been okay to know that before, maybe. Okay, so. Someone need to stand by, like, take like one apiece, or, because I remember I messed up the last boss that had a towers mechanic. We all stand by one, or is it like a one, two, I guess, I don't know. But everything's on cooldown now, so, or off cooldown, so. Okay, well at least me asking it in the chat will let someone who didn't know. Let's go standard. We're out of time. I don't know if we will. Or the little towers show up again. 2, 1, 3. Technical. Okay. Ah. Ah. Okay. Are we doing okay? Maybe. It. Oh, people are dying again. Nice buff, blue circle. Just look at all the buffs in the buff bar. Bits of an elemental barrier, you got to match it, I think. You have to go to the element. Okay, I think somebody's at least explaining it to them. There's fire, lightning, and ice. Okay. I think that kind of makes sense. Are they clearly marked? Get into the ring of the same element to be able to do damage him. Okay, I guess she said fire and lightning go to ice. Okay, our samurai's just not here, so don't have anybody to do. Stab, doublement, critical stab. 1, 2, 3, 8. Okay. Okay. Which one's in there? Okay. Okay, I think that makes more sense now. Okay, I see lightning. So we're in lightning. So they show the one we're supposed to use? Okay, I do understand that now, but I fear that I may mess up on my steps a little bit, but one or the other. Tank said they were going to pull there, so I don't really know where they're going. Okay. I appreciate all the help in the chat. There's a lot of mechanics that I'm just not familiar with. But I appreciate it greatly. Hopefully I can get this whole step thing out while they're still over here. Element 8, 2. Please don't change before I'm done. Oh, did we get it? Oh my gosh, wonderful. Move out of the— oh, okay. Move out of the ring now, okay. Yeah, I just, I guess from what the— I don't know. I just figured at least them staying in the ring was kind of showing people which one they're supposed to be in, and it definitely helped me for my first time in there, so whatever works, I guess. Just a bunch of pals hanging out, yeah. Bunch of pals hanging out in the correct element. I guess you could say we were very— no, I'm not even gonna say it. I guess you could say we were in our element. I shouldn't have said it. I was right. The one problem I do have, kind of, with how my hot bars are split is sometimes I will be, like, focusing on— I'll still be focusing on, like, the single target one after, like, a boss. And then I won't see my AoE cooldowns, I guess. Or I won't see, like, the procs, I guess. I don't see them pop up because I'll be looking at the wrong side. But, you know. You learn and you learn. I think this is kind of a goofy question, but the like openers and stuff, like using technical stuff, is that worth using when, I mean obviously it's worth using, but should I save it more for bosses? Is it really like necessary on just like random like mobs throughout the dungeon? I assume it just helps things go quicker, so it's worth using, but I didn't know if it was considered like inefficient or anything, or like annoyed anybody. Because if there's anything I'm sure you've gathered, it's that I don't want to annoy people in these dungeons. With noobish tendencies, I guess. Or sprouty tendencies, I guess. Oh my gosh, what's happening? I thought my game almost gave up on me. I thought we gave up. Okay, then I won't take it. Openers are mainly for big bosses. Okay, cool. I'm sorry I can't annoy people with the cutscene. I am so afraid of being the person watching their cutscene. I know it's terrible. I know I should let myself experience the story for the first time, but... Oh no, everybody was watching the cut... or... They weren't. Where are they? Okay, yeah, no, I was annoying everyone. Okay, do that. I wasn't right on them, but... I was afraid they'd run away if I waited long enough. Ooh, she's got stuff from the near raids. And I'm so excited for those. Well, Shield Samba's useless now. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, standard. 1, 2, 3. Devilment. 1, 2, 3, 8. Yes, here we go, I guess. Healer has to be on the ball. Here too. Sorry, I can't read that quick enough. I hope they know that. Oh, the healer's already dead. That might have been why you said that. I'm not sure when that message came through. Maybe they'll come back. No, I mean, I guess they can't, but... Maybe we'll get them. Don't get me. I have the power of dance. Like everybody still puts in the good fight. Yeah, the healer died so quick I didn't even get to see what happened. Healer has to be on the ball here to Asuna debuff on the tank. I don't know if they know that and they just... They're going without me. Where am I? Jeez. Well, I'm gonna guess they know what they're doing since... Oh, okay, they came back to get me. Thanks, I guess. Oh shit, I did it wrong. Okay. Shit. Well, I guess I'll give them one more time to see if they get it, but that was on me, I guess. I don't really know what happened. I assume we'll get it this time. Or if not, I guess I'll have to tell them. I don't know why. I assume they know. They might have just forgot. I don't know. I don't want to tell them and have them be like, I know. I just like forgot. We'll see. Oh shit. Totally forgot I was dancing. Okay, I think they figured it out. I'm really focused on, or at least I try to really focus on dungeon stuff. Oh, sometimes it takes me a few minutes to see something in the chat. Shit, what do we do? I guess kill it, but don't let it touch me. Ah! What happened? Why is the tank? Oh my god, the tank died? For real? Jeez. Fucking... Think we'll get it without him? I don't know. Maybe if I actually use my technical step. I don't think so, but it'd be cool. Damn. I don't know what killed the tank. We got the healer thing sorted out that we needed to do. Yes, alright. It's the last boss, so I guess it's not too bad. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? I thought everybody was just dying. Just realized I should have just let them raise me. Oh my god. That's embarrassing. I thought everybody was just dying again. Oh, they're not doing it? I guess I'll tell them if we die this time. That was so dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, they're gonna get him without me. it's like staring at a window and like watching people have fun without you. So sad. Oh, that's okay. How much XP did we get? Yay! Doesn't really feel like I won, but I guess we still did, so it's okay. Oh, something's happening.
Are you alright? Ah, I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
Cool beans, I guess. Well, the rest of the dungeon went pretty well, I guess.
At 12, you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
My goodness. I kind of forgot outside of the dungeon that we were actually doing something really important. I was just so caught up in it.
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom. You killed your own. They trusted you, and you killed them.
Have fun lurking. Thank you for some of the help with that dungeon. Sorry it went kind of shit for a while, but it ended up okay.
Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Right, I forgot she got that, like, whatever procedure they did. feel like it would have really hurt her leg. Going straight on like the floor.
Gotcha!
Don't you touch her.
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
The fuck did she do to her?
Even so, the odds are against me.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're gonna get. I don't know. I'm just really nervous and upset. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she's okay.
Coward! Get back here!
I don't know if Alice is okay. I feel like she's been through worse, but I don't know.
Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
No matter what happens, I do not feel bad for her anymore. And I don't know what's happening because we're at the end of an expansion and I'm really nervous and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
She'll be alright, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
I don't believe him. I don't know what's happening.
Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
I'm sure she's gonna be fine. I'm sure she's gonna be fine. I'm sure she's gonna be fine. I'm gonna say with a little more conviction. She's gonna be fine. She's fine. Colonel Mine's already made me cry today. I don't need this again. Oh, we're almost at 71. We're more than halfway. Well, we did it. Castor Mabanya belongs to us now. We're just taking over the world, honestly. Nago and her people took Alize to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphino tells me she'll make a full recovery. Okay, I got really nervous there for a second. I know I should be happy. We won, and with minimal casualties. But somehow, it feels empty. We should report to General Alden. Ryle wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Robon's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask, anyway. Well, we don't need any of that stuff now. At least not for our class, because we got our gear, so. Really worried there for a minute, but it's okay. Econix, Commander Hext. Fine work you did today. After Speculum Paratoris, we need a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Rauger's star yet burns bright. I'm glad, I really am, but you should know that Alize was injured in the fighting. And she's going to be fine. Those are the next words she said. Regrettable, but I'm pleased to hear that you'll make a full recovery. Cordola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to his so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lise? Oh, it's nothing really, just that we're almost to the end, but we still got to save Krill and do so much more. Krill. I don't think she's Krill, like, in the ocean. Funny because we're almost towards the end of the expansion, so I don't know. I think that just is funny the way she said that. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has the best men scouring the Castrom's archives as we speak. Dot, dot, dot. Listen, Lise. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrom and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there is something I would like to show you, both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. I don't see why not. Come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south. I wish somebody would say that in a voice cutscene so I could know how to say it. Either way I say it, it sounds like the car company. Somehow. Radiata. 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 Radiator. I don't know. Traveling somewhere new. I'm so skilled at going the wrong way sometimes. Not all the time, but most of it. You guys got something I can attune to? I don't have to walk again. Even after all these years, it's still the same. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. Pants? Pants? I do all of this and these are the thanks I get? My proper welcome is pants? I'm just kidding. I don't know, I'll just sell them. Doesn't matter. Either current boots. Mechanics Elise, I brought you here for a reason. Okay. Go ahead and tell us. Fingers crossed it's voiced. My voice is kinda killing me.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
Oh, his house?
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it?
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our ploughshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it.
We don't see him very often, but I just need it to be known that I'm aggressively attached to him. And I don't know, he better be invincible. They better not touch him.
And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
When are we gonna see? Oh my gosh, I have another one of our headaches. I haven't had one of those in so long. When are we gonna see Estinian? He helped us in the distance, but we didn't know.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death.
Mad King. Mad King Targaryen? Is that who they're talking?
Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Livingly on Rarek. It looks like it's a
Send you home to men, did they?
Oh, and in case that wasn't clear, that was not Targaryen slander, and I will support Daenerys Targaryen until my last dying breath. And the writers of Game of Thrones, D&D, they are on my list.
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
For a stern talking to. They're on my list for a stern talking to. That's why they got fired off the Star Wars movie.
Tell me, soldier, what do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
What he said.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else.
He's so nice.
Dying is easy, soldier.
Robon, I mean,
It's harder.
not that he's nice.
Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
He was out of his squishmallow hibernation, so hopefully he doesn't disrupt anything. I know you're hurt that I suggested you would do anything, aren't you?
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lise, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too.
Edu.
I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death.
Cheedu.
But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Ananta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
When Simba goes to a specific spot on the floor, I always worry there's a bug there. Well, I have been reminded in this stream that I have not set up a fun little message for the lurk command to say, so I'll have to do that over the weekend. Even a blind man could see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust in a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alize was dead for a moment back there. So did I. I bet she did. It is one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt it weighs on her. That's good. Will make her a better commander. But first, she needs to learn how to carry it. To not let it break her. To remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. I forgot this was here and I thought she was just standing staring at the wall. I understand. He's been away for a long time and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Radiata. I'm gonna go with that one. Final answer. I would say in this area, like a lot of the locations, it's been more of like a raw instead of like a ray sound. So we're gonna go with Radiata. Which may sound even more like a car. Lightning sprites are always in your business, even when you're not fighting. Oh shit. What does she mean? Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest and I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Oh, jeez. Please. What's going on now? Ooh, an ether current. That's what's going on, baby. I don't think I've ever noticed that antelope makes that noise before. Like, though I'm sure you heard it, so. 7 hells, she's seen us. Sodded. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. Ah. Oh. Computer go brr. No disrespect to that man, but he had a very over-the-top death sound, and I think it was unnecessary. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamegan, not even conscripts. By the look of them, barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look similar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. They probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh god, Alisaie and Alphino could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. And Alisaie is in compromised health right now. Oh. I'm very frightened. They would do that too. Right after I finally stopped worrying about her being okay. They were really certain about the fact that she's fine. I don't trust this game. Tell me everything's fine, Nago. Tell me everything's fine. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside of Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. Twins are at Stark's. Alisaie was asleep last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers? Not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to Castrum upon ya? God's damned fools. Please, Buconics. We overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young? Less than 20 summers? Aye, I thought so. It's always the young ones, the ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. The only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best way they can hope for is to serve for an Imperial officer. Bloody fools. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. Few victories won't change that. Aye, you get some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye, or they get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand, and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. The world has some very sad power imbalances going on. Now, you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves together. A better home than they've ever known. Yeah. Read about it. Look at us, getting even closer to 71. I've been thinking, if Alisaie needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Rauger's Reach. And receive much better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, and given what Mistress Woad had told us, I would rather she did not remain here. And it's settled. Nago, go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphino, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Buconics, would you mind going on ahead and telling Aurella that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alisaie when she arrives. Thanks. I barely even noticed that we were a good 15 minutes past when I normally get off of here and eat dinner. I'm not sure if I would just rather... I am quite hungry, but I think I do want to add in an extra stream tomorrow, because I'm really excited to finish this story. And we have plenty of patch quests to get through before we get to Shadowbringers anyways. I never thought I'd be almost to Shadowbringers. So crazy. I don't know what I thought. I guess I thought I was just gonna keep procrastinating and... I don't know. It'll be scary to not have my little sprout icon one day, especially with how much knowledge I'm lacking compared to others. And Walker comes out and I start procrastinating the story again to play with the Island Sanctuary. No, I'm sure I won't do that. The crown icons are scary. Oh, absolutely, I'm sure. I can imagine how frightening it would be. Do you require assistance? I remember being here. It was like forever ago. It was literally just February for me. It makes it sound like it took me forever to get here, but I just took a big break. Again. Very well. We will make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? Am I gonna go talk to people for things or collect things? Or neither? Neither, it would seem. There, all crisp and freshly laundered. Guess they got here just in time. They gave me like 2 seconds. We're here. Is everything in order? Right. We're bringing her in. Honestly, Alphino, you needn't have gone to all this trouble. What can I say? It seemed a good way to discourage you from limping off to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Arella, please. You need to rest. I know, I know. Any news of Kryle? He'll be cross if you make her wait too long, as will I. Ha, a chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her, sister, and I'll fight twice as hard for the both of us. She better be okay. You better watch over her like she's the president. They're good together when they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Econics, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment. Hope Estinian finds us soon. He's like, hey, you know that mysterious person that helped out? That was me. I miss him. And I want Sir Emmerich to show up too, just for shits. I just want to see him. He took the opportunity to walk really far away from that building. Must be very private.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
I'm sorry, what is that? Oh, I wish I had said it. I was gonna make a comment about wondering when she'd get a new outfit, like, maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It was kind of mean, honestly. I was like, I'm kind of tired of looking at this outfit. Like, but what is this? Is she gonna wear this all the time now?
Well,
I'm
what do
sweating.
you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could.
That is
Not
beautiful.
that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just, if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
She looks stunning. In reality, I would probably
And a bit embarrassing, but mostly nice.
just say the silent dots because I would have no words. Damn. I wasn't really crushing on her much before, but
Anyway, the real
that's
reason
nice.
I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle. There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
I suppose. Nobody ever asked me to go somewhere, and I'm like, no, thanks. I think I'll stay here. And once they ask me to stay there, then I will stay there. You know how this game works already. Is the place they go the top of that statue? Oh my goodness. Aren't those just like the hand things that you jump into in the, what, I remember the name of the golden saucer? Empty brain. Completely forgot. You know, the jumping puzzles at the golden saucer. Is that the same hand that you like jump into on at least some of the maps? I don't remember if it's in all of them. The ones I'm used to the most. I always wondered, I always thought a hand was so strange, but I wonder if is that the same thing? I'll have to do that later just to check it out. It looks wonderful. Maybe we got a little carried away, but you have to admit that was fun. Thank you, Econics. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. These look at the boots. We'll just do something with them. Cheek to cheek. What does that get us? Ooh, we got a title. What did we get? This is right fist. Hearts. What is that from? It was for dancer. I'll decide on that later. Am I lurking doing it? Oh, you're good. Good luck with your dungeon. Hopefully it goes better than my last one did. I'm sure it will, but good luck your way. Now that Alize's settled in, it's time we rejoined the fight. Though, actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. Speak with Alphino. Ah, there you are. What was it that Lise wanted of you? Aha! A sparring match on the Destroyer's very palm. I would have liked to have seen that. But she's right. We've lingered here long enough. I'm ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. She really is like kind of our voice of reason, so I'm kind of nervous to not have her there. And you'd better not rise from that bed until you are given express permission to do so. Ryanje will be paying you a visit soon, and he's already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Buconics. They better watch over her like she is the ruler of this world. They better not let anybody lay a finger on her. Except to, like, put a band-aid on her or something. Like, my teeth are literally clenched thinking about something happening while we're gone. Damn, that is quite a walk. We'll teleport there. Right. We are really headed a ways out there. We definitely went the wrong way about it. Man. How do I get up? I do it up there at some point. Oh. Maybe? Hmm. Okay, there's obviously mountains in front of that, so how would I go around? Okay. Wish it was a little more clear that there were mountains in the, but I'm not gonna put that on the game because I am pretty notorious for getting lost on here. I'm supposed to go up these steps. I remember that now. I couldn't remember how I got there before, so. And I love that gear. I'm probably gonna glamour a piece or two. Probably the boots. I don't really like the toes peeking out. They look a little funny. The toes aren't of the highest quality in this game, so it just looks kind of strange. I just like the boots I had. They had like a nice shine texture to them. They might be leather, maybe. But I just thought they looked nice. So I'll probably glam those. Maybe the pants. I'm not sure how much you can really see. I think I might do the ones I had before. quite like the sleeves, but I might do something else with them. I can think of one that I have, I don't remember the name, but I can think of it off the top of my head in the glamour dresser. Can't look right now. I don't really understand. I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but I don't understand the restriction of not being able to apply glamour plates in certain places. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but it just frustrates me sometimes. But it's alright. I just wish I could apply them anywhere, you know? It's crazy. We just went in there and like took over. They're like, oh yeah, this is ours now. We want it. What? You just have that now? And huge. You could put hairstyles into glamour plates. You know what? I am not someone who's unlocked enough hairstyles like that. Well, I guess I think that'd be really cool. I never had that idea. That's cool. Hairstyles into glamour plates. That'd be awesome if they... Alright, my sister didn't know I wasn't done streaming. Matching mounts. Hi, Bouette. The antelope is he actually seems pretty fast. I know he's not any faster, but you know, sometimes the size of the mount depends on how fast it just feels on your screen. Really cute. You returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I'm proud to say that Castrum Mabania is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while sifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fordola's command passed through the Castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Also, Bouette, have you been leveling any lately, and how are you enjoying Bard? Is it good? Have you picked up any crafting quests to waste all your time like I did? Let me know. Oh, and on the hairstyles thing again, I wish they could do it in like a way of like wigs almost, where they were just like something you could apply. I think that'd be really cool. And then like you said, you could put them on glamour plates. That'd be awesome. We know who that prisoner is. Well, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. We'll be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes. Yes, and she's got a badass outfit that everybody's gonna love. Oh my god. Beautiful. Sorry. When she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Rauger's Beacon. I can't read the text, Simba. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. Yeah, she looks good. An Alamegan folk dress. How very fitting. And well fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida and myself. That is beautiful. I hope she does not change back to her other clothes. It is wonderful. This is it, the last push. We're coming for you, Kryle. I love Bard's mobility a ton. It's really rewarding. I'm 40 right now. That's awesome. Took me a long time to push towards 40, so I'm glad you're liking it. it feels very personal to me because Bard was what I mained for so long. Picked up Weaver and whatever the just Culinarian. You got it. Weaver is my absolute favorite. I haven't leveled many crafting classes, but Weaver is the one that I've gotten the highest. It's at 60, with a bit more to go, almost 61. But the rest of them, you can see, are very low. I was given very strong advice to level all my crafters at once, which is why I was so strong about giving you guys that advice. Because I did not... Where are we going? Oh, right through here. I did not take that advice, and like I was explaining to you guys, they like, you make things with one class that like are materials for the other ones, so they all level each other up together. I know if that makes sense. And I did not do that, so now my other classes are severely behind. So that's why I gave you that advice so strongly, because it will really help.
My father's words, how they rang in my ears as we left Castra Mabania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against
Let me get a good
oppression
screenshot.
and tyranny.
Yeah.
20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer.
Myself.
Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
I didn't want to interrupt, Lise. I saw that armor from the back and I almost thought for a second it was Sir Emmerich, and I think my heart skipped a beat.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor.
No, it was really him. It's really Sir Emmerich.
Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
We're probably gonna have to...
We can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
We are probably gonna have to end this relatively soon so that I can finally eat some dinner.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
But Sir M...
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it.
The hell of it.
The immortal flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seatseer's command.
Get my screenshot button ready for Ishgard.
Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Oh, look at him. Oh, we're matching. We're almost matching.
Your part will
We're
be
almost...
to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course, you can count on us.
I'm gonna pay my full attention now.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos.
Gonna be intense. Very intense indeed.
As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamigo will be ours once more!
This is going to end up being quite a conclusion. Pretty intense. Dare I say? We'll attune to this so that we can get back here tomorrow. I didn't mean to say tomorrow, but I think that was kind of an involuntary like indication that I do want to add an extra stream for tomorrow. Ah, and where is he now? Heartbroken. He's left me heartbroken. The stage is set and the players are assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were here with us today? Excuse me. I don't care. Do we leave it at that quest? I don't know. I don't really want to. It will end very soon. For all our other accomplishments, Kryle remains in the hands of our enemy, and I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we now... Excuse me, Simba. Though we know now that she was taken to the city, we have found nothing in which might tell us where she's being held. You know, you could just ask me. Cred? Thancred, what have you learned? I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes, being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple in the Fist of Ralgar, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? Why, methods to imbue Garleans with the power to manipulate Aether, pursuit of which goal their scientists have, I'm sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? Calm down, Alphino. We've already been tasked with securing the Alamican Quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but that method is not suitable for a larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I think I might know someone who can help. Nago, one of my men. He had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain it myself. Go get him. Excuse me? Excuse me. It's been a while. I'll not take offense if you don't remember. Might even be glad of it. Alagana, am I right? Hi. Whiskers is the name. I was raised in the Peaks, but my mom grew up in the city. Near any road. I reckon we can get inside the Alamican Quarter by way of Loxeld. What? How? It was a story my mom told us, which made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl. See, how they used to have to boil the water from the well before they could drink it since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the locks, which means there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Aye, that's it, but it won't be as simple as going for a swim. The well was closed, see. Apparently, Theodoric decided one day he would control the water supply and forbade water trading. So even if you come up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working at the saltery. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous. Don't you worry about that, we're used to dangerous. Lago and Arnvald will assemble a squadron while the rest of us go get that key. Okay, yeah, this is one of those quests. So as much as I don't want to, we're gonna have to leave off there. There's no telling how long it could take. And it'll be an exciting starting point for tomorrow. We are just a tiny smidge close. 71. So we'll hit that tomorrow, probably after that quest, which will be awesome. I don't want to stop playing, but I know I need to. I think I am going to add, and I'll put it on my schedule, and I will definitely post about it on my Instagram, be sure. But I think I'm going to add, that's cute. I'm going to add an extra special stream tomorrow, I believe. I will post about it, and if I put it on my Twitch schedule, then I am for sure. I just really want to play more, and I can't play it off stream if I'm playing it on stream, so either Saturday or Sunday. I definitely want to add one in this weekend, my normal schedule. There's 3 days of playing this week, it's just not enough for me now. But anyways, we did a lot today. We cleared a dungeon, it went fine. We did our 70 job quest. We were very graciously gifted level 70 weapons. Thank you very much again. We got our level 70 gear, and we are about to do this. We're getting very close towards the end here. This quest is actually, quest is still level 69, but we are getting very close to the conclusion. I can feel it, and it's so exciting. And I will post whether or not I want to do the extra stream Saturday or Sunday, and so if I have anything going on. But it will be one of those days because I really wanted to add an extra day. And whichever day it will be, it should still be at the same time. It is 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'll have that up on my channel. And here are my socials in the chat. I will post everything about it on Instagram. I post around 15 minutes before I'm going live. Just, I don't know, just so that it's updated, and if I'm ever sick or anything, I post on there. If anything needs to be postponed or cancelled, which isn't often, but you know, sometimes things happen. But anyways, we are just that close to 70, and we will definitely hit it either Saturday or Sunday, every day we're here. I will, like I said, I'll put it, I always have my schedule updated on here, and I will add it to my little countdown widget as well. Anyways, we're gonna do this quest. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. We haven't had one of these little instance ones in the main story in a bit, just in our job quests, so I'm super excited. You have a good night too. Auroros? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Let me know. Either now or some other time. But anyways, you have a really good night as well. Thank you for hanging out here. I appreciate it a lot. And thank you for the help in the dungeon as well. But anyways, let's see. I'm just excited to continue progressing in the story and everything. Thank you. I'm glad you had fun watching, and I'm so glad you're having fun with Bard. let's see. I was trying to see, I haven't done a raid before, so I was trying to just see if I could do one of those just for fun. I think at least one of the Final Fantasy streamers that I am watching are on right now. I just thought that would be fun. But you know what, it does not seem to be loading properly, so I will figure that out over the weekend, I guess. Or on one of our weekend streams. But anyways, I am super excited to hit 71, get through the story, and get right on our way to the patch quests after Stormblood. Once we finish Stormblood, of course. I'm getting ahead of myself. And I will see you guys either Saturday or Sunday. Again, I will post about it and update it, and it will still be the same time. Same time every time. 7 p.m. Eastern. I hope everybody has a really nice night. I appreciate everybody hanging out. And thank you so much for stopping by and enjoying the story with me. Everybody have a nice night. Bye!